Yo, what is up, everyone? It is Wednesday, so I decided to change things up for this week because I think my videos were too long in length and people weren't really tuning in. So from now on, for at least a little bit, I'm going to just like make it really short, not wait on the trades, just like show like maybe clips of like, okay, like here's the strat, here's what I'm waiting for, done, end of story, and then when it's about to play out, I'll hit record. Today, I didn't record anything, but I have the trade done. So I had a winning trade um today and yesterday. Um as you can see, we're back in the 51,500 and I was at 51,100. Um so yeah, so on Monday, it was a bank holiday for the US, so the institutions weren't trading. On President's Day, I had no idea that the institutions did trade. So, it was too late to record a video at that point. All I did was, okay, so I got in there, I got in a trade, and I got took like three trades, which was really bad, but I made it back. I should have not have done that, but we're gonna go over all the trades we've took in the past week, or since I started this account, because I don't think I've showed what I did before. But yeah, no, this is what we're going to do for the next half hour or so, and then obviously we're gonna get into the Bible, and then I'll go over my trading plan for the next week. So, first off, let's hit the trade. So, the first trade I have taken on this account is entry price at, when was this? Okay. The 6th of February, 9:57. So, we're going to go Oh shoot, too far. 6th of February at 9:57 a.m. 6th of February. Oh, there we go. Okay. 6th of February and 9:57 a.m. All right, here we go. This is the trade I took right here. Okay. Where am I? 9:57 right here. Okay, so I assume I went long. Yes, I did. I went long. Okay. So here is what I did, right? Support and resistance. This is what I'm doing. So, what's it called? 9:57. Yeah. Uh, so you can see support here. I think this is what was going through my head. There was definitely some support here. Was jaggy here and whatnot, right? What's it called? Oh, yeah, I entered right there. Okay, so here I'll actually put the long position so you guys can see where I entered. Right, so my long position would be here. My stop loss would be just in the resistance zone. And then my take profit would be like wherever it is, 15 points. Okay, I'll go over my strategy after, but let's say it's this, right? So this was the trade, right? I entered on at 9:57, so at this candle right here. I entered right there. So here it is. We went up, we went down, we rejected at this obvious support zone because I saw a lot of candles here. And then there was a candle engulfing. And since we were on an uptrend at the time, I obviously thought to myself, hey, the trend is obviously bullish, okay, on the higher time frame. And we're making higher highs, higher lows. We respected this resistance level, and we have an engulfing candle which shows strong bullish pressure. So from that, I enter on the next candle at 9:57 and went up to TP my 15 points or whatever it was, but that's basically that was the trade. And I made $300 from that trade, which was awesome. Okay. Next one. Next. So If I remove this, what is it? 43 drawings. Oh, okay, this is counts it as a drawing. Yeah, we'll remove it once I'm done. Okay, so here 8:40 on the 9th of February. On the 9th of February at 8:40. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no wonder I made money here. Holy smokes. Okay. So at 8:40 right here. Okay. Yeah, no, I can see how I made money there. It's pretty obvious, but here. Okay. So 40, 38, 839, 40. Yeah, entered on here. Okay. So here is where I entered. I obviously went long, right? Let's say I got my calm little 15 points. Stays right there. Definitely a support level right here, very obvious. You see we rejected here. Floor became or a ceiling became a floor. We rejected off of it, so the support was respected, right? So my stop loss would have been right there. And then we went up. Boom, easy, made 15 points, whatever, right? Yeah, that was it. That was the trade. So here we come up, down, we respected it obviously, so let's go through it again, right? We're in a overall bullish trend on the higher time frame, as you can see, right? We come up, we break this ceiling, which shows a breakout, right? We come back down, making higher highs, higher lows. And then I wait for this candle to engulf this one, because the body of the candle must engulf the wick of the previous, right? So this one didn't quite engulf, this one did. Next candle, I enter. Bit of what's it called? Bit of insecurity there, like what's it called? Hesitation. That's it. That was the word. Okay, so there's a bit of hesitation on this candle at 8:40, but obviously goes up like crazy. I take my calm little $300, sorry, and I leave for the day. So this next one is a break even. February 10th at 15 o'clock. Should be around here. 15 o'clock. Yeah, okay. There we go. All right. February 10th at 15:32. Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember here now. Okay. So this is what I had, right? Come up and obvious support level here, right? We respected it. Okay. So I thought we were in an uptrend, right? I wanted to catch my 15 points and it was not going there. It was what's it called? Did I do short or long? I shorted. Oh, okay. This was my mistake here. I know what I did wrong here. So after reviewing my trade, right? I was like, oh my goodness, right? Like there's a support level like right there. I'm waiting for it to come back. And then it'll go down much more, right? But the thing is, I was looking too big, but I wasn't really taking into account the actual structure shifts on the smaller time frame. Because the overall time frame, sure, it was negative, but we could see it start changing over here, right? So I didn't really account for reversals. I definitely learned from my mistake. I'm obviously looking at the smaller time frame now, right? If it shows actual bullish pressure, I'm gonna go for buys. I don't know. So my thing here was, okay, I enter at what I enter 32. Okay, so I enter here at 32 for short. Okay. So I enter here because this green candle right here, okay, we didn't engulf this one. We engulfed it here, but I wanted to wait one more candle to see how it would have been. Because this wasn't really a strong close beneath. And obviously this was during Asia session, so price action was slow, right? So we waited, and then there was a strong close beneath, so I entered here. Okay. We went down, let's say 277, 268. So we went down 10 points, and my TP is usually 15. So I targeted like down here, let's say, right? Let's say, so I enter here. My TP's like here-ish. My stop loss is here, so almost a 1-to-1. And then it just kept going like this. I had no idea what was going on. I was like, what's going on? It must be because I entered on a consolidation. No, silly me, but it was obviously like we were in an uptrend, right? And then this was obviously a no trade zone here because we didn't know really where the market was going until we really broke this high. I would have said it would have been more confirmed, but I didn't wait for that. I thought we were going to come back down because we retested. Because this one here, I usually wait for a retest, like a come out. I'll just draw it out here. So I was waiting for the strategy, right? So we break through, right? Make lower highs, lower lows, come back for the retest, and then a good engulfing, right? Obviously, this one did not retest, right? A position that I could have played that I really think would have been much better. I don't know if you guys can see this now. Boom. So I don't know what was going on with me that day, but here we come down, we obviously break through, we come back and go down. That would have been a calm, easy 15 points, but I don't know. I got better at marking my supports and resistances. I know that. So I definitely worked on that. This is all good. All good, right? That's what I should have played. But instead, oh, I don't know why I did that. Oh, okay. We're gonna bring that back. But yeah, no. So yeah, what I should have played definitely was sorry guys. Wasn't quite done with the visual, but yeah, no, that's definitely what I should have played, because this is definitely very obvious. So completely my mistake, but obviously with more losses we learn, right? So yeah, that would have been an easy 15 points right there. That would have been, so right after this engulfing, 60 down to, yeah, no, over 15 points. I'd be fine, but if I held, I obviously could have gone longer, so on and so forth, right? Okay, on to the next oh yeah, okay. So how I got into break even was basically it went up, down, down, up, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get out break even. So I got out break even, obviously. Hope I didn't lose any money, but I was down 280 from fees, so unfortunate. Sorry. Okay, so 10:20 o'clock. So yeah, we're at 10:20. What? 2020 vision. Yes, okay. I was in for a long here. Okay, so let's see what I was doing. So I got in at 2020. Okay. Let's go in a long position. So I got in where? 2020. Okay. I got in there. Oh, okay. I see what I did. Okay, this was definitely a mistake that this is a, was this a mistake? I don't know what I did here. Okay, hold on. 2020. And then at 2021. So the trade was one trade long? I don't know if I'm pretty sure I didn't do this on accident, but okay. Let's just like bring that out so you guys can see. What did I do here? Minus $15 on a long. I honestly don't remember what happened here, guys, but I assume what happened here, right, which was also a silly mistake, was okay. Um, I wait for bullish pressure. Where is it? Yeah. So this is obviously a support zone, right? It was double tapped. Oh my gosh. Well, no, I can see why I did that, but here, as you can see, we made a lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low. So this was, I should have waited for above here, but okay. So I wasn't looking big enough, and I was just looking here. Thought, okay, I thought like right here, this was the engulfing candle, right? So I entered here, went down. So what I assume happened here was a consolidation zone. I have my journal here. Let's see if I actually noted this down. Okay. No, okay, I did not mark this. So this probably was what's it called? A mistake or of some kind, because I got out at minus $15. Am I on the right date? Yeah, 210, right? This looks kind of iffy. Okay, I went in. Hold up, bro. What? Okay, hold on. 10th of February. Yeah, at 2020. Oh, yeah. 2020. Yeah, I get in here, I go long. I didn't get stopped out, I don't think. Oh no, yeah, this was Asia, so okay, yeah, no, that makes more sense. I would have okay, yeah, no, so I thought I'd go up, it went down a bit, and then I think I just opted out. I don't remember, but yeah, minus $15, it is what it is. Didn't affect me that much, right? So no losses up, or well, yeah, that's the first loss, well, not really, but yeah, loss. Okay, we'll say first loss up until that point. Okay, so obviously, let me mark it out for you guys again. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. So I thought it retested here to this support level, and then it'd go up, right? Because of this engulfing candle I entered. Well, okay, we didn't engulf this here. We did here, but it was a doji. It wasn't as confirmed. I wanted one more candle just to be secure here, because this one wasn't a big strong move. This one more so showed it, so I entered there. Lost. It's whatever, right? Minus 15, so it's like up there, but yeah, whatever. Okay. That's the support should be here. I think this is where I went off of. I don't even know. But yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, definitely what I can learn from this. Look at the higher time frames. Always look at the higher time frames. Look at the overall trend. This it should be clear, and this wasn't clear, so I know that now. Awesome. Okay. Next trade. So next trade is on the 11th at 7:52. So since I'm PST, it's 1 hour after market open, hour 20. 11th of February, 7:52 a.m. Okay, it's here. 7:52. Yep, 51, 52. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. I see what I did here. So obviously, always using the same strategy. Want to be consistent. So here, I remember it was like this. Yeah, this was a good trade. Here. Yeah, okay. Well, my stop loss was like down here. Oh, well, yeah, no, like it barely went down. Yeah, I think I was good. Whatever though. Okay. because this was it was after market open, right? So there's huge swings. Obviously couldn't have a stop loss that was like minus 1,000 on my new fresh combine. So obviously had to improvise. So it obviously wasn't right at the support level. But, and yeah, yes, one con. I was on one contract because I'm not scaling, not just yet. So here, I had this marked out. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, this was marked out. So the vision here, again, right? I did look at the lower time frame on this one. It was like, okay, we obviously dropped. It's a downtrend, but then we made higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? And I was like, okay, we rejected off of this strong bullish candle. So I was like, okay, definitely we're gonna make some money here, right? Even though it barely went above, but still an uptrend. Then it started downtrending. Then that was obviously like, okay, it's not as confirmed anymore. But so maybe I got lucky, maybe not, who knows? But yeah, this is what I was looking at, right? So yeah, this is a support, right? I don't know why I marked that one first, but this one's definitely the one that was a strong support level. So came back down to these highs, right? Of like a, what's it called? Like a beautiful, like clockwork, like a beautiful uptrend, like you see on those images, and then they're just, like that. It was exactly, that's exactly what happened, like right here, dude. It was beautiful. So came back down, waited for the engulfing. Insane engulfing, by the way. You can clearly tell that that engulfing candle's body alone was crap 40 points. That's insane. 40 times 20, that's $800 on one con, just one candle, which is crazy. But yeah, so we entered on the oh, I'm looking at the wrong I don't know what's going on, bro. I'm tired. Sorry. Yeah, here. So this is 22. Yeah, no, 40 points still. Okay, so one con, right? We came up, done, right? Here. Hold on. Yes, okay, I'm gonna explain it one more time. So this is where we were, okay? Up, down. It was obviously, and then we waited for an engulfing, and it was strong bullish pressure. Which is why I wanted to place the sell, as well as I'm pretty sure there was strong rejection here, which is showed right there. Oh, here. There was strong rejection here, showed there, right? I was thinking, okay, I think this one might have been a bit risky, maybe, but I think I was solely looking at the smaller time frame here, which, well, I guess because it was a huge drop, so there was just all buy side liquidity up here. It was a clean reversal here. Yeah, I think because of the bullish pressure that I saw, and it was market open, right? So yeah, market open, like here it came down and then recovered. So yeah, I think that was the reason I found the trend to be like, I just changed it so it was up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, no, it was like an uptrend at that point. So anyway, come back down here. Awesome. We wait for an engulfing. This engulfing like takes that entire thing, which is amazing, right? Enter on this candle, boom, we still shoot up crazy, right? Obviously I held instead of 15 points, I held to 30 points, made $600 $600 off that, which you can obviously tell, which was not bad. Obviously something I love. February 12th is when the losing streak happens, and that's when I started recording my videos. That's when I was like, okay, this is something's happening here. So where are we? 8:26 in the morning. Okay. Where were we? Oh, yes. I remember this. Okay. Here. Yep. I remember this. It was a short. Yep. Okay. I can already see what I did here. So the trade did play out, but my stop loss was too tight. I had it at 300 and it barely went above, and then it went all the way down to like 15 points take profit. And I was so upset here. I was like, oh my goodness gracious, right? And I noticed that my stop losses were too tight, right? So I made them 350 now instead of 300 because I feel like that is a bit too tight, and I've noticed like much more confidence in myself. So I think I'm going to keep at the 350 range. So I'm targeting, yeah, we'll talk about my targets right now, but like for here, this is when I was like, okay, maybe the stop loss is a bit too tight. I didn't change it up then, but then I changed it up in the next trade. So here, oh, let me first show you what was going through my mind. Obviously, like off the face of the earth, up, down, up, right? Oh, let me draw the resistance first. Oh, what am I doing? No idea. Oh, that is not the what is this, bro? That is not what I was trying to. Yeah, there we go. Okay. This is what I was trying to draw. Okay, so here, this is obvious resistance right here, right? Like it bounced up, down, we retraced back, we obviously took it as a, what's it called? What is it? 828, right? I'm tweaking. 826. 826. Yes, okay, I entered here. Yep. So obviously we broke through. I entered here. Oh, okay. Bro, I can't even read my own trades. That's insane. Yeah, no, it should be definitely more clear than this. This was definitely like, oh, it was like 3 candles on the 1 minute, which is barely something you can go off of. Another thing is I like candle closures in the 3 minute. Why'd we go all the way back, bro? Oh my gosh. 18th of February, fudge, bro. 12th, okay. Alright, I guess we're not going in 3 minute, but what I like to see is a 3, like when there's a breakout, I like to see a 3 minute right, what's it called? I like to see the 3 minute like break out of the resistance or support zone, right? And then it shows, okay, it's more confirmed that there's a breakout. And I don't think I did that here, which was another big mistake. So yeah, here is what we were looking at, right? I entered at 826. Yeah, okay. So obviously now I see what I did. Let's draw the path here. Okay, down, right? Breakout, awesome. Come back to the resistance, right? I was like, okay, this candle did not engulf this big green one, obviously. So I waited for this one. Boom, I entered at the next candle because it was obvious candle closure, right? Strong bearish pressure, but there was a big pullback there, which I think was manipulation, but at the same time, I don't think so, because look, this was the entire market. This was obviously like an hour after market open. It's still extremely volatile, right? So stop loss should have been higher. If it was at 350, I would have made definitely. If it was at a bit bigger, I definitely would have made it, because I remember it was like this, or some stupid shit like that, right? So yeah, if I was at the other one, or sorry, if my stop loss was just a bit bigger, it would have been better. So definitely bigger ish stop losses on market open, closer to market open. But when it's like later, like 9, like 10, 11, that's when I grow lenient, but I still make it 350. But anyway, off topic, but whatever. So yeah, that's the first actual loss, which was a matter of stop loss, but still something to work on. 902 on the 13th. This was the 12th. So on the 13th. 13. 902. And I went long. Okay. 902 here. Yeah, okay. I still have it marked here. All right, let's see what I did here. 902. Okay. Ah, another wick. Okay. So this here, right? You see this, guys? Let me draw the support first. This was definitely like manipulation or something. It was so choppy that week, bro. I don't that this last week, bro. It was just so choppy. But anyway, yeah. Definite uptrend, right? You can clearly see, right? On the smaller time frame. On the 30-minute, definitely like up. Yeah, this was like a bit but like we broke. Oh, we were right there. Yeah, no, this was another thing. This would have been more confirmed if I was above this zone right here. Then I took a trade and went up. Would have made that would have made more sense. I was still here before this zone was clearly like, okay, we're in an uptrend again. Because this was, yeah. So I should have waited. That was definitely on me, but I also could have made the trade if my stop loss was a little bigger. You can see I just got wicked there. Right? My stop loss was there though. Come up, almost hit it, come back down, and then come up, we would have hit it. But it was just a stop loss. So I'm definitely going to look into the stop loss. I think I'm at a golden zone right now with 350. We're going to come back to this last trade because I don't know if I wicked. This was definitely the one I wicked. This one was minus 20 because it was a losing one. I remember this. This was recent. This was yesterday on President's Day. Okay. So here, $20. Or no, it wasn't yesterday. It was yesterday. Yes. Okay. So I took 4 trades. Yeah, I took 4 trades yesterday. That was, okay. Whatever. The 17th, right? Because it was Valentine's Day. Everybody was busy. I did not trade that day. 17th. So the 17th at 10:52. When was this? Yeah, okay, somewhere here. Yeah. Consolidation. Okay, holy consolidation. This is, yeah, I can probably see why. I backed out of it, but I got out too late and it was negative 20, I guess. But yeah, 10:52 I entered. Yeah, okay, I see what I did. Yep, here, so down, resistance, right? Up, down. We waited for the engulfing. This candle engulfed this like jaggy mess here, and I was like, okay, we're going up. And then it just sharply went down. And then I was like, okay, it was like sharply going down, and I was like, you know what, no, get out. Yeah, 10:52. Yeah, I got out at minus 20. Going on long, but it obviously went up. So I am aware the strategy is playing out. It's just like a matter of like perfecting the stop loss, looking at the higher time frame, obviously, all that stuff, you know. But I am working on it. Good, okay. That was the there was obviously a losing streak, right? This one was at 10:53. So at 10:53, what the hell? 10:52, 10:53. I entered here. What did I do here? Long? 17th of February, 10:52. So at 10:52 I was, bro, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. 10:52 here. What the hell? Okay. 10:52. Right here. It's like, okay, it's going long. It comes back down. Okay. I think what I did here was on the next one, because it went down. Oh, Okay. I think it was like going down, then up, then it was coming back down. And then how I remember, I think that's why I got out at 130. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that I remember that. So I was in, it was coming up. I mean, it was going down, and then it came back up, and then it started to go down, 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 and I was like, oh crap, right? So then I sold, I got out, right? I took my profits 130, and I left. So yeah, and then we were only down like 200 something because of the or 100 something, sorry, because this was all, oh no. Oh no. So the $20, I think that was a mistake. I don't remember, but so we were up 110 at that point, right? Okay. If we move on to the next one, 360. So this was at the 171104. Okay. So all right. Short, long. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here, right? So resistance is made here, right? And then, so what I thought was higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Waited for the engulfing. Where did I enter? 1104. Yeah, I entered right here. So we finally engulfed here. The problem here was we barely got bodies here, so I should have waited. Definitely should have waited because this was, and it was like wicking like crazy. It wasn't really as confirmed. I should have waited for another strong candle or whatever, something of that nature, right? But obviously that long did not work out. Obviously that did not work out, and that was not a stop loss issue. That was definitely yeah, we got into a consolidation. It was just one of those trades, right? It was bad. It's just in a consolidation, and then I was like, oh, okay, right. And then yeah, it was confirmed that we made higher lows, whatever, and then this was no trade zone. And then I made it back. 775. Okay. This like brought back my morale. This was like crazy. I caught this crazy one. Okay. So this one was at the same day, right? So first was a mistake. Second was okay, it was going up, then it came back down. So it was 130. I didn't hit my profit goal for the day. Then I did this and it was a losing trade. And I was like, okay, but we can make it back going up or down. So this was the no trade zone. I thought it'd go boom, boom. It came back. It what's it called? It didn't leave the support zone, so it went doon, and I thought it'd go up. It didn't engulf, and then went down. Right. So it's like, okay, we're in for shorts if we break below here. We broke below here, right? I enter at 1220. Yes, right here. Yeah, this was a crazy trade, bro. So obviously lower high, or lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? Lower high. Okay. So what happened here? 1220. Yeah, I entered at 1220. Okay. No. Okay, yeah. So here it is, right? Boom, boom, boom. Right? We enter this zone, right? This is a resistance zone. So we come in and we reject, right? Didn't engulf. This candle engulfed. Crazy engulfing. So I was like, yo, we're sending this all the way down. So then what I did was I entered on the next. It was obviously going up a bit, and I was like, oh, it's another losing trade. Oh, here, look. Okay. So I enter right on at the entry price here, right? I get wicked, bro. I'm not even joking. It's like right there, and I'm like, oh no, I'm done for. Another minus 300, right? But my stop loss, that's when I moved it to 350. So it was like there. So I was like, okay, I'm good. So the stop loss method, it's good. It's just like for these markets, it's just you need a little bit more extra space. We fucking plummet all the way down, bro. Like down to China. That's what I'm saying, bro. Plummets like crazy. So this is where I took it, right? I enter right here. I'm like, dude, I'm done. Oh, and then it goes down. Yeah. Oh, and then it comes back up, and then it just goes boom. And I start trailing my stop loss. I'm like, no way, bro. That's insane, right? So I keep going down, down, down. And then at this big candle, when it started coming up, I was like, oh, that's strong bullish pressure. I'm done, right? I get out. I take my profits. It was like around here when it was like going crazy up. And obviously it went up, and I wasn't going to hold for that long. But yeah, it eventually came back up and then back down. But yeah, no, that was insane because it went all the way down there. I made 775, and I made basically all the money I lost back, which was awesome to me. It was crazy with the 130 and the 175, bro. That was 900. That's the 3 losses I took. That's all done, and that was in one day, which was awesome. Like I was like, praise God, right? And 2 of those were like little mistakes, or one of them was a mistake, a definite mistake. Another one was stop loss, but yeah, whatever, right? I don't want to make excuses for myself, but yeah. So, okay, what's next? The profits. We're back in profits, baby. Yeah. So we after the 775, we're on a 3 win streak. I don't want to jinx myself, but it's going good so far. Okay, so $40 here because it was coming back down, and I didn't want to make a winning day a losing day, so I took it out. This was on the 18th. Yeah. Okay, so I took this in the afternoon, which was today. Today is the 18th. I took this in the afternoon because the trading market, the day resets. Like today's the 18th, right? At 1 p.m. the market resets, and it's the next trading day because it's based in Europe. So I took that trade on the afternoon of the 17th for me, and then on the morning of the 18th I made the next one, but we'll see here. So on the 18th at 8:05, or I guess I did take this morning. I guess I did take it this morning. All right. So ignore all that. But yeah. 8:05. Okay, it's around here somewhere. Oh yeah. We had a bull run today. Crazy, bro. 8:05. Okay. Here. 8:05, I went in for a long. Right here. Yeah, right here. Okay. So this was obviously crazy markings. I know, I'm sorry, but okay. Let me see if I can show you. Up, down, right. Obvious uptrend right here. Come up here. I waited for the engulfing. This one engulfed. I got in at the next candle. And then 8:05. And then I got in here. And then, oh, it didn't hit my 15 points. This is what happened. I was waiting for the 15 points. Or, oh, no. I got greedy here. I got greedy. That's what happened. I got greedy. So, I remember now. I had a long. I wanted like $400 just to speed up my combine process, which is obviously not ideal, but we were in positive. 15 points was right there. I'm not even joking. It was right there. See? I would have made it easy, but I wanted $400, so it was like up there or something like that, right? Boom. And then there was an obvious resistance on there, and it was like it had a strong candle down. So then I was like, oh, okay, so I'm selling, right? Sold at 40. Okay, which was like here, I'm sure. But hey, it wasn't a loss. Obviously I would have lost that if came down, but I'm happy I didn't. I wasn't too greedy, because some people were like, I've learned to like, if it's like showing strong pressure down, like don't do that, bro. If you're already in a positive, just take it, you know. Anyway, that was it, and I was like, shoot, bro, I didn't get like my 300. I was too greedy, didn't get my 300. Life moves on, right? In comes 11 o'clock. Enter 11 o'clock. 10:50, bro. Okay? 1050. Oh, beauty. Okay, this one's a beauty. Obvious downtrend on the higher time frame. Come up, come down. That was a crazy break, right? We obviously broke the resistance. Awesome retest here. Oh. Okay. No. I see what I did. Yeah. So this support I kind of ignored because it wasn't really like, it wasn't a good support here. I was more so focused on the downtrend from this point on, so I didn't really pay attention to that support. I guess this area here is a support, but obviously if we're in a downtrend, it's going to break through, right? So what I did here was I played the same strategy again. So here's what I did, right? Bump, downtrend, right? We retest here. Awesome engulfing here, right? I enter on this candle. This candle barely goes in my stop loss. Boom, right where I wanted it. And I was like, okay, let's drag it a bit. I dragged it to 400. Awesome, sweet trade. Caught a calm little 20 points. And that was today. So right now, we are at $51,523. Awesome. Oh, it's 46 minutes already. All right, well, this was just the trade recaps that I've done for the week. I don't know if I'll maybe do these on the weekend, but I was just showing because of the holidays and I didn't record. That's it. I'll do a trade recap this weekend of the next two trades on why I lost or something. I don't know. But yeah, or maybe not. I'll just do it in the video. It's fine. But anyway, here. So this is these are my trades, right? So right now we are at 51,523. Okay, I need to blur this out. But yeah, no. Okay. This is the total PNL, right? Rate win 50%, right? But the wins are bigger than the losses. Profit factor is great. And yeah, we went on a little bit of a drought here, and then boom, back in the game, baby. This is how it works, bro. It's always like consistently you get better, you know. But yeah, here. So these are the stats so far. We're going crazy right now. We're on this crazy exponential curve, right? It was 2 losing days, but yeah, this is out of 7, right? 5 divided by 7 times 100. That's like what, 70% consistent. That's pretty good. Like, this is the PNL calendar. If you guys want to check it out. We're taking it slow and steady. This week's been crazy though. 948. You gotta love it. And yeah, no, it's awesome, bro. Like, this is insane. Like, we're at 1,500 already. We need 1,500 to go. We're halfway there. It's awesome. And I know I'm gonna make it because I've been learning from these mistakes, and I'm going crazy. So here's what's gonna happen. Tomorrow, I'm not gonna record. I'm gonna like, what's it called? I'm not gonna record like a bunch of stuff or whatever. It's just gonna be this calm stuff, you know. It's gonna be calm. What's it called? Calm, like, okay, like little like 2-3 minute segments, and then once I'm in the trade, I show it. But yeah, no, this market this week has been definitely much better than last week. Last week it was just straight chop for mornings. Obviously, this is like Asia session, which is, oh, actually, no, it's not that bad. Yeah, no, it's kind of choppy here, but it's not that bad. Well, yeah, no, here was awesome. Like, I could have played here. Oh, it didn't wick, but I could have done. Yeah, I could have done here. Down. Yeah, I could have done here too. Yeah, there were awesome setups. I didn't. I was obviously leaving. Thought I got all good, right? Happens. But yeah, that is the trade recap for the week of February 11th through 18th. I think, or something like that, right? So, yeah, last week to this week, whatever, right? Maybe we'll do trade recaps. Who knows? But I wanted to show the trades before I did everything and reflect on the ones I just did. So, with that being said, oh, right, the before the Bible, right? We're going to do my trading plan. So, my trading plan basically is going to be 1 week is or 2 weeks is going to be, or yeah, no, 1 week is going to be one contract 300 points. Next week is going to be two contracts 300 points. And then it'll be like another combine. We'll get to it. Like I have it, but right now I'm focusing on just passing the combine. And with that, I am going to until I get to the next, until I get my express. Once I get my express, once two like weeks of profit days go by, and it's all $300, I'm gonna scale it to two contracts with the same amount of points, but that time I'll be making double since I have more cushion. And or I might stay on, who knows? But since I have the express, I can, if those days are good, I'm taking payouts, obviously. But we'll see how it goes. It's going to be variable. We'll see. Like, I'll have something sorted out, and then it'll be more defined once I get the express. But right now, goal is like 15, 20 points every day, right? Yeah, if I get a really good day tomorrow, who knows? Like, imagine, like, I could even pass this thing tomorrow if it was 1500, but obviously, we're not gonna get too greedy. Anyway, it's almost time for me to go to church, so we are going to read this. And I'll post this video, edit it later tonight. I thought I'd have more time, but obviously, this is, that went almost to an hour. But yeah, here. So, I read page 4 and page 5, so Genesis 5:5 through Genesis 9:2. Or no, not so. Hold on, sorry. Genesis page 3, Genesis 5:4 to Genesis 5, or I was gonna say Genesis 6:7. Genesis 7:3. Sorry. Okay, to Genesis 7:3. So the ones that for page 3, Genesis 5:4, I was looking at, so Genesis 3:13. Cain said to the Lord, "My punishment is more than I can bear today. You are driving me from the land, and I will be hidden from your presence. I will be a restless wanderer on earth, and whoever finds me will kill me." So Cain obviously killed his brother, right? He was jealous that God liked his gift more than his or something, right? And then what's it called? And we always get, jealousy is a big thing for humans, right? And it's obviously not good to look at others and be jealous. It causes a lot of bad emotions, especially in the trading community. I see a lot of people flexing their profits, and yeah, obviously, like, I want to do that too. I see it as motivation. I want to learn from those people. I try to see it that way, but I also want to live a nice lifestyle as well, right? Which is the human thing, but I obviously want to be financially free, and I see that stuff, and sometimes I'm upset, but if anything, it gives me more motivation, and I use it for a positive outlook and not just sulk and be depressed on my bed all day. Next page. Genesis 6:12. God saw how corrupt the earth had become, for all the people on earth had corrupted their ways. So without God, we have no objective morality. It's all subjective, and we can be terrible people, and it's not good to go primitive. We always have to keep in mind our morals and everything, and society is much better if we all followed religious rules, especially in Christianity, in my opinion, right? I know some others that might be watching might be another religion, and that's okay too, as long as you guys are following the morals of the book, and the book is actually like, it's telling you good to do good things, then I don't mind it, right? It's obviously, I believe in the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, but you guys can believe in whatever you want. Yeah, and it's just important to be kind to others and help others, you know? Um, we don't want to be primitive like we were back then. We're obviously human beings. We're not perfect, but we can grow. And that's, I think, the message that the Bible is leaving us. So yeah, that's fourth page, fifth page tomorrow. Training tomorrow. I was up since 6:30 today. Don't worry, I did not wake up late or whatever. I was good. Okay. Um, I woke up late on President's Day because I thought it was gonna be what's it called? A non-trading day, and then I woke up and then people were telling me, hey, no, like you can trade, and I was like, oh, okay, shoot, right? So yeah, with that being said, right, we're on a profit streak. Hopefully we don't break it tomorrow. Hopefully we keep going like a liquidity run. And yeah, guys, the Discord link is open. Join the Discord community. I'll probably make a separate video about it and trying to like algorithm farm and get people to engage with it and get people to join the Discord. So yeah, so up 1,500 on the combine. That's the trade recap for the past week of trades, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.